Welcome to Movie Time, and today we are counting down the newest romantic films in 2023. Stay tuned until the end of the video and let us know in the comments which film is your favorite. Number 10. The Perfect Find. The Perfect Find is a comedy drama romance film written by Leigh Davenport and directed by Numa Perrier. It is based on the book of the same name by Tia Williams. The movie stars Gabrielle Union and Keith Powers. It was released by Netflix on June 23. The story centers around Eric and Jenna. Jenna's life takes a tumultuous turn after a very public breakup and a high-profile termination, leading her to return to New York with the intention of resurrecting her fashion career. With the realization that she has only one shot at rebuilding her tarnished reputation, Jenna sets aside her pride and ventures into the ruthless world of business, working with the ruthless boss, Darcy. Amid her efforts to make a comeback, Jenna encounters a twist of fate as she develops feelings for Eric, her charming and considerably younger colleague. The unexpected complication arises when she learns that Eric is none other than Darcy's son. After putting everything on the line for her career, Jenna must decide if she'll risk it all on a secret romance and find out if she can have a future with Eric despite their generational divide. Number 9. At Midnight. At Midnight is Mexican romantic comedy film directed by Jonah Feingold. The movie stars Monica Barbaro and Diego Boneta, who also produced. It was released on Paramount Plus on February 10, 2023. The story centers around Alejandro and Sophie, played by Diego Boneta and Monica Barbaro. Alejandro works as a hotel manager, while Sophie is a movie star shooting her new superhero film. Despite their busy lives, Alejandro dreams of opening his own hotel, and Sophie is reeling from her co-star and boyfriend's betrayal. When the filming of their movie brings them to the Alejandro Hotel in Mexico, fate intervenes. Despite their very different lifestyles, a deep emotion forms between the two, leading to the creation of a new relationship. Number 8. Beautiful Disaster. Beautiful Disaster is a drama romance film directed by Roger Kumble and co-written by Kumble and Jamie Maguire. The movie features Virginia Gardner and Dylan Sprouse in lead roles. The plot revolves around Abby and Travis. Travis Maddox, a rebellious bad boy portrayed by Dylan Sprouse, is exactly what college freshman Abby Abernathy, played by Virginia Gardner, wants to avoid. He spends his nights fighting in underground boxing matches and his days charming everyone on the college campus. However, Abby has no interest in getting involved with Travis. Intrigued by Abby's resistance, Travis proposes a simple bet. If he loses his next fight, he must remain lovemaking free for a month. If he wins, Abby will have to live in his apartment for the same period. Unaware of Abby's troubled past, Travis is about to face a surprising revelation, and he might have finally met his match. Number 7. Robots. Robots is a science fiction romantic comedy film written and directed by Ant Hines and Casper Christensen, and starring Shailene Woodley and Jack Whitehall. It is based on the 1973 short story, The Robot Who Looked Like Me by Robert Sheckley. The movie was released in the United States on May 19, 2023 by Neon, and became available on Amazon Prime Video on July 7. The story takes place in an advanced era where robots serve as helpers and laborers, enabling humans to achieve remarkable feats. Charles, a notorious womanizer, arranges a date with Elaine and commands his look-alike robot to impress her. Despite the fact that their plan goes well, after his robot runs away with his girlfriend, he finds that Elaine also sent her doppelganger robot with the same objective as Charles. Forced to pursue their runaway robots together, Charles and Elaine embark on a journey that leads them to explore the essence of humanity. As they encounter unexpected situations, their perspectives on life and love begin to shift. Number 6. Love Again. Love Again is a romantic comedy drama film written and directed by James C. Strauss. The movie features Priyanka Chopra Jonas, Celine Dion, and Sam Heughan in lead roles. Love Again premiered in the United States on May 5, 2023, released by Sony Pictures. The plot revolves around Mira Ray, a woman who has lost her fiancé and is struggling to cope with her grief. Unaware that her old mobile number has been assigned to a journalist named Rob Burns, she sends heartfelt romantic messages to the number. Bob gradually becomes influenced by the sincerity and purity hidden in the emotions behind these messages and becomes interested in meeting Mira. On the other hand, he is assigned a project in the newspaper to collect information about the famous singer Celine Dion. Now Bob seeks Celine Dion's help to grab Mira's attention. Number 5. A Beautiful Life. A Beautiful Life is a Danish musical drama romance film directed by Medea Vaz and starring Christopher Lund Nissen. It was released on 1 June 2023 by Netflix. The plot centers around Elliot, a young fisherman blessed with an extraordinary voice. His life takes a remarkable turn when he catches the attention of Suzanne, a highly successful music manager. She sees potential in him and introduces him to her estranged daughter Lily, who is a music producer. As Elliot's career begins to soar, he faces challenges from his past that not only jeopardize his newfound success, but also put his blossoming relationship with Lily at risk. The movie delves into the journey of a talented young man navigating fame, love, and the shadows of his past. Number 4. My Fault. My Fault is a Spanish romance film directed by Domingo Gonzalez and starring Nicole Wallace and Gabriel Guevara. It is based on the Wattpad story of the same name by Mercedes Ron. The tale focuses on Noah, who is forced to leave her town and friends to move in with her mother's wealthy new husband in his opulent mansion. Being 17 years old, proud and independent, Noah strongly resists living in a lavish mansion. In this new environment, she meets William's son Nick, and their strong personalities clash from the start. As Noah delves deeper, she uncovers Nick's hidden life of fighting, gambling, and illegal car racing, everything she has always tried to avoid. Despite their differences, an irresistible attraction sparks between them, igniting a passionate and intense love. They find themselves falling for each other secretly and passionately, despite the ongoing rivalry and opposition from those around them. As they navigate the challenges ahead, they must confront their deepest fears and make difficult choices that could change their lives forever. Number 3. Prom Pact. Prom Pact is a romantic comedy film directed by Anya Adams, starring Peyton Elizabeth Lee, Milo Manheim, Margaret Cho, and Blake Draper. It premiered on March 32, 2023 on Disney+. The story centers around Mandy, a high school senior, and her best friend Ben. Despite the extravagant distractions, Mandy remains focused on her ultimate goal, attending Harvard, which has been her lifelong dream. However, her dreams are temporarily derailed when she discovers that she has been placed on the waitlist. Undeterred, she is determined to do everything in her power to secure her acceptance, even if it means seeking help from someone she dislikes. Popular all-star jock Graham Lansing, whose father is a powerful senator and a Harvard alumnus. In an unexpected turn of events, Mandy becomes Graham's tutor, and as they spend time together, she starts to see a different side of him, realizing there is more to his personality than she initially thought. Moreover, as their connection grows, she begins to question if there is something more meaningful in life beyond just attending Harvard. Number 2. Past Lives. Past Lives is a drama romantic film written and directed by Celine Song, starring Greta Lee, Teo Yu, and John Magaro. The storyline centers on Nora and Sung, who share an inseparable bond as childhood friends. However, their world is shattered when Nora's family relocates from South Korea. 20 years have passed, and now as Nora lives with her husband in New York, fate brings Nora and Sung together once again. Throughout an eventful week, they confront the profound notions of fate, love, and the decisions that shape their lives. Emotions run high as they navigate the complexities of their past and present, wondering what the future holds for them. Past Lives delves deep into the human experience, exploring the intricacies of relationships and the impact of time on love and friendship. Number 1. The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid is a fantasy musical film directed by Rob Marshall and written by David McGee. It is a live-action adaptation co-produced by Walt Disney Pictures, Lucamar Productions, and Mark Platt Productions, based on Disney's 1989 animated film of the same name, which in turn is loosely inspired by Hans Christian Andersen's 1837 fairy tale with the same title. The film features Halle Bailey in the titular role, alongside Jonah Hauer-King, Javier Bardem, and Melissa McCarthy. It was released in the United States on May 26. The film revolves around a young and melodious mermaid named Ariel, played by Halle Bailey, who dreams of exploring the world above the sea. Enamored by a charming prince named Eric, she strikes a deal with a wicked sorceress named Ursula. Ariel exchanges her beautiful voice for human legs to embark on an adventure in the world above the waters and enchant the young prince. Thank you for watching today's video. By subscribing to our channel, you'll be the first to know about new movie releases. You'll also have access to our curated list of must-see movies, ranging from classic films to the latest blockbusters. So, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and join our community of movie lovers today.